Are we here?
Yes, I think so.
Hello.
I'm not positive. Since nobody's here yet, I'm not 100. Oh, 5 people are here. It's
nice.
just a little. What is happening over here? Where's all the? I think everybody say hello over here. I'm trying to. God, I don't understand how we do this every week, and I still do not
Hey, Felice.
know how to do this. Hey, Felicia.
Mama.
Hey, Mom.
Mom.
No, you could say whatever you want. I was like, hi Felicia. Hi Mom.
Wow.
Whatever, good.
You guys, this summer is like so busy for us. Is your summer like so? I don't know where the days are going. It's killing me.
They're going into the past.
I just need one.
But leading to the future.
Correct. Just need one full day off though. I would love that soon. I don't know when we're gonna get it. Oh my gosh.
That was a good cup of coffee. Just kidding. It was vodka. I'm just kidding. So hello, Inga Morse. Hi everyone. I finally figured this out. Welcome.
Hi.
That's not the one I meant. It was. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear. Let me raise this up because I think.
There you go.
Was that super loud or did it work? Everybody welcome Inga. How do I pronounce that? You let me know in phonetics in the thing.
That would be helpful.
But either way, everybody else is nailing it. They're like typing. This is how you pronounce it. Just type it.
Right.
Well, we're so happy to have you.
Inga, did we mail you a mug the other day? Were you the one that placed the order?
Was that you?
Is Inga short for? I again don't know how to pronounce your first name, but let us know. I'm happy you're here.
Y'all, it has been an incredibly busy summer. Like, a lot of you know that we are currently in Atlanta. You know that I'm originally from Georgia. You know that therefore my mom also lives in Georgia, who's here. I don't think I've seen her in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys went on a date the other night.
We did.
Which I hope you talk about. We should post some pictures from that. I'm sure she's posted all the pictures.
She has, but we made succulent plants at this cute place called the Sipping Plant, where you like drink. It's BYOB, but you like drink and you make a plant, and it was very low key and very fun. Yes.
Look at that.
And, you gotta tilt it so you can see you don't want the rocks to fall out, and you can like pick which kind of succulents.
Look at that. Don't like my nails.
I do like my nails. Hi, Megan. Wow. The summer. Is it summer already? Technically, it is, right?
Yeah, it better be.
It's past spring, but it is like
fucking balls.
Just going.
Yeah.
And we're in Atlanta right now, and you're rehearsing for a show.
I am. I'm currently working on a show down here, which is the first time, obviously, since Aladdin that I've done something other than film and TV stuff. But
right.
I haven't been in a rehearsal hall for, I haven't been a part of putting together a show from the ground up. I've just been plugged into shows for so long. The last show that I created, that I was a part of from the ground up, was a chorus line.
Wow.
Actually, surf.
Surf, yeah.
But this is the first time that I've done that in so long. P.S. I moved where the mic is for the moment. We may change that. Can everybody hear us okay? Is the sound all good? I just wanted to make sure, because I can also do this. I'm going to try something. You tell me if it... Does this make us too loud or just loud enough? How's everything going? But either way, it's my first time being in that space. And y'all, let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Whenever you find yourselves in new situations, especially ones that you feel like you should know in and out, inside and out, because I'm a performer. I've worked a lot. I've worked on Broadway. I've worked on tours. I've worked around the world. And I get to this situation, and every time I wasn't nearly as nervous this time for a myriad of reasons. But there's this, I don't know, uneasiness where your ego wants to take over and be like, you don't have to, like, don't be nervous. Like, to keep yourself from being nervous, or at least for me, I feel like my ego's like, you've done this a million times. What do you care?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And instead, I had to be like, no, I'm so fortunate to be here. I'm so thankful.
Yes.
I know this sounds pretentious, but that's why I'm sharing it, because it's a part of love, is having to talk to myself and be like, look, you are excited about this. It is hard. You are, put your ego to the side, because that's not helping you do this job any better.
It's also, I mean, a lot of things, like first time back to semi-normal in over a year and a half, you know?
Only difference is wearing masks.
Right. I mean, I think I'm going to be terrified the next stage rehearsal process that I have. Because, like, I get nervous anyway every single time. And I tell the kids that we teach performing, you know, all the performing arts too. But I think it applies to, like, all jobs. Like, anytime you start a new job or a new process, like, if you're terrified, it just means that you care, right? So it's, like, nothing to be... Yes, sometimes you have to fight your ego and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, you've done this a million times. Yes, of course, but, like, you just really care.
Yeah, and I guess that's more of what I mean is that I get nervous, and then to compensate for being nervous, I overcompensate by being like, well, you've done this a million times, and you start thinking about all the other things, but the only thing that matters is the thing that's in front of you, right? I mean, not a bad transition into talking about love right there.
Oh.
When you're focused on all the things from your past or all the possibilities from your future, and you're not focused on the moment that you're in with your person, you miss out on so many things.
Yes.
You miss out on so many of the details that are so magical, that make things so special, that make things matter.
Yeah.
And so I've been fortunate that this week during rehearsal, I've been more able to just go, okay, what is my genuine truth, whether that's good or bad? What is it? And to share that. And it's had, I'd say, extremely positive reactions and consequences, even though I did not expect it. So, yeah.
Well, and then on top of that, you're rehearsing. We're trying to do, you know, like all of our other projects that are always in the works.
Well, we're working on Part of Love constantly. And I know that, you know, and there's issues also like with the refinery. We may not have an episode this week. We may. Schedules are crazy. There's a lot of personal stuff that's going on in ours, John Gorski and Brandon Alexander's lives right now. So we're trying to keep that all together. And we're right on the cusp of being able to just like film stuff and send it to somebody and have them edit it. But
that'll be so nice for you, because this guy over here kills himself, and like I don't think anyone realizes it. Like for each, let's just say like a 10-minute video that we release, that's like an edited one. It takes you 8 hours really to do it, and that's.
It used to be a day per minute. I could not finish more than a minute in a day. Yeah. Which made, I mean, 2 minutes really in a day, because that's what made our episodes early on only 5 minutes long, was because it took me 7 days to do 5 minutes of video. And now I can do about a minute an hour or more, but still, like,
it's a lot with working. Yeah. Like you really bust your butt for us over here.
Well, you do too. We do it in different ways, and that's the cool thing, is that we have really had to balance our schedules, and we talk about scheduling all the time. To find the love you deserve, you got to schedule. You know, you have to not like make a, well, at 9:15 we do this, and at 9:16 we do this. It's not necessarily that, unless you're me. But for your relationship, you do have to make sure that there's time built in. I could show you my phone right now where my schedule is, and every day at a certain point there is a time where it says plan the next day, which is where we start drinking, and we, you know, sit down and kind of start catching up, but we also plan what the next day is going to be. We don't always get to that. Sometimes we just go straight to the partying, because the next chunk, the next 3 hours is called house party.
Right.
That's what it said. And when I'm looking at my schedule in the middle of the day and I'm stressed and I'm like, oh God, I hope I can get all this done.
House party is so close.
House party is gonna happen. So
we've been having late house party lately though.
Yeah, I don't get done till 11 p.m.
Right.
So
I mean, it hasn't been a 3-hour party, but it's been like party is dinner, right?
Yeah.
But it's great.
Yeah.
Missy has decided, though, that she does not want to partake in house party. She would like to eat her dinner at 8 p.m.
She wants to partake in house party of her own.
Right.
at 5
And then 5 in the morning, she decides, time to get up, and you're all getting up with me. So we get up, we feed them, we walk them, and then we've been going back to bed.
Not we.
Well, you have to sing. Is a lot of balance, right? Relationships are all about the balance.
So the best part is this is how our morning went. Let's say the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Just a rough thing. So from the time that I got done at rehearsal, because we were running around doing work yesterday all day from 7 a.m. until, and then I got back at 11, and you even took me over 30 minutes or an hour early for rehearsal, and I just sat there because that's the only time I had to do my homework. And you forget, I'm only rehearsing for 5-6 hours, but usually when we work on projects, we're working outside of there.
Oh yeah, you need that time, like a way to process.
Yeah, to process, to make it perfect. Right. And this is a show called Into the Woods, which if some of y'all are musical people, you know that's Stephen Sondheim, which means it is incredibly intricate music, and it is hard. And I have been able to practice outside of there because we've been so busy, which is a great problem to have, but I have been able to practice 0 hours, like nada. So last night though, we got back, she had already made all of dinner, which was a whole grill out situation, which was amazing. We had
I love cookout food.
What was
sliders,
sugar snap peas, sliders, corn on the cob, little hot dogs. And then we got to sleep around midnight 30. We got woken up at 6, and I was like, Missy, oh God, I'm like throwing t-shirts at her, like socks, anything I can find.
I mean, she's a feisty one. She's 8 pounds of feisty.
Fucking feisty. And so at 7 a.m., Ange gets up and does the feeding and then takes Maya on a quick walk, comes back. That means they're calm enough to keep eating and then go back to bed. We go back to bed. 2 hours later, I wake up, take Maya on a very long walk so that she can pee and poop and do all that stuff. And she sleeps in during that time, because then immediately I go to the gym. I rush back here to do this with you guys today. Other days we have other things in the schedule, but it's just, you make it work. Yeah. But you have to accept that, like, I cannot get up at 7, because if I get up at 7, I will be awake and then I will have no sleep. And most importantly, right now, I sing a ton in this show and my voice will go out. And so I sleep those extra couple of hours, but then you sleep those other couple of hours, and I do the work and take care of the next phase of things. It's all
about that give and take, though. Yeah. It's like, or just finding that balance.
Yeah, just finding what your balance is, and know that your balance is not going to be ours, but
I
appreciate that we don't take advantage of each other.
100%.
Or take each other for granted. We do take advantage of each other.
Because we
in a good way
take care of our love and like look after each other. Like, it wasn't like we discussed like, hey, I need to sing. So, like these things get built in over time because we've been in so many situations like this. I mean, if you're a singer, or if you don't know this, like, your voice is solely based off of like how much rest you get and how hydrated you are. Like, period. It will go otherwise.
It's a muscle. It's like anything else. So, yes, we're doing this live right now, and then I won't talk until rehearsal, other than...
But it's almost more delicate than like your body muscles.
Oh, way more.
My pits? I guess it doesn't matter to you guys. No, they're a little hairy.
Whoa.
They're not as hairy as they were the other day. I'm not gonna like fully zone. Lucky if we can get a shave in a week.
This is incredible, by the way.
Oh, do you like
everybody,
it?
What's everybody drinking? Because it's coffee and tea, but we just...
Yeah.
This is a chocolate peanut butter banana shake. It's like a peanut butter mood, but with protein. You are incredible. It's so good.
Thank you. You guys, do I have any kombucha fans here? Please, I hope at least a couple. Okay. If we were to be sponsored by anybody, well, there's a couple of companies, but I love GT's, and they just came out with this golden pineapple. Oh my God, it's so good, you guys. Yeah. It is like a bubbly pineapple. It's so good.
It's really, I'm not gonna lie, it's really fucking good. Cosmic cranberry, hands down my favorite flavor.
That's your favorite. You really love that bitter.
I love that bitter with the sweet, the sour. Well, it used to be Cayenneade, where they put a bunch of cayenne pepper in their gingerade. And I'll tell you what, we eat too much hot stuff. I don't even taste the cayenne in that anymore. I'm like, did they stop putting it in here?
We do have like a hot sauce issue, you guys.
Yes, we do.
But
we're very
I don't want to. I don't want
ever.
to take it back to the poop jokes, but I.
What did I tell you?
But I will say this. Okay, so my girlfriend, one of my girlfriends, she calls this term, or she says, I had a BBO this morning. Oh my God, I had a BBO. And I said, what the heck is a BBO? And like a couple weeks went by this one time. I was like, what are you saying? It's a butt blowout of poop. She goes, whenever I eat too much hot sauce or too many jalapenos or something, that BBO. And I'm like, ew. But then I started saying, it makes me laugh. A BBO. Either way, hot sauce problem.
Yeah, but
problems.
I've had that problem since I was a kid. My mom can back me up on here.
Really?
we used to go to this place, and I think it still exists. I know that I took you there one time. This was at the old house, but there was this pizza place, and I think it was like it was kind of like New York. Like you could get a very large pizza for $8.99. It was very thin crust.
Oh, okay.
It was very good. But I would go in there, and I want to say it was $7 or $8. And this is all in college, I think, when I would come back. And I would go in there and I'd get a whole pizza for me.
Okay.
And then my mom might have one slice, or we'd get 2 pizzas and she would have 1 or 2 slices. But I would take a bottle of hot sauce and pour it on there and then put Parmesan cheese on it. And I would eat this whole thing. And by the end of it, and I did the same thing with Taco Bell, which I still do, where I eat so much hot sauce.
I was going to say, is this any different than
it's
than
not,
you now?
But at a certain point, like as I'm eating, it gets so hot that it slows me down. Because otherwise I'll just... Like
I'm also
like
just
Cookie
obsessed
Monster.
with it. Like unless it burns my mouth off, like I'm like, that has no taste. Really, but...
She once said... Well... Now this is about heat. Like
I also love.
She loves things
temperature hot, and spice.
Like she needs soups boiling. She needs food like cheese bubbling. She needs eat it as it's happening. And she said one time, because I said I don't understand. Like it's boiling. She said, "Look, I mean, don't you just like sometimes you eat something and the top of your mouth like just." Burns and then it sloughs off.
Well, that's when I know it's too hot. If you burn the roof of your mouth and then it like
if you get a 3rd-degree burn on your mouth, then I go, apparently it's too hot.
Angelina, get it together enough. And I just try to go a little cooler than that. Anyway, we got off a little bit, but whoa.
Let's go to the comments.
Yeah.
You guys have been popping off over here, and yes, I think it was called Giangelo's, maybe. It's the one in the I don't know. It's All right. Wow. Y'all, so many. Courtney Kennedy, hey, I'm having a brew today. My Part of Love mug.
Yes.
Was doing human anatomy exam this morning, having a brew in the mug. My tutor was so jealous, he asked where he could get one. Well, you know right where to send them, partoflove.com. Ladies and gentlemen, tell your friends. It was so great. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hello. Hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. Wonderful, excuse me. Sounds like fun. Everything's slowly opening, like patios, but I still won't go near anyone. Totally understand that. I still haven't been to a restaurant. You guys went to the thing the other day, but it was like very, very spread out.
It was. And I think though that, I mean, we're vaccinated here, and we're so fortunate that in the U.S. the vaccines are like totally available. I think Felicia was saying a couple weeks ago, and let us know, Felicia, in Canada, it's like they're not available, like, or not as anywhere close to being as widely available. So I can only imagine that. I don't know if you are or not, or where you stand, it doesn't matter, but I understand being cautious.
Of course. An overabundance of caution is sort of necessary.
We're so fortunate
that... Even being in Georgia, though, that's why I'm still cautious. Because I'm like, we're vaccinated, but we're one of like 3 states that's like...
Georgia is very different than like New York. Like in New York and LA, I think it's like 70% of the population is vaccinated.
There are other issues there, though. So.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, Felicia. I can hear you both fine. Oh, okay, cool.
Great.
Where are you? I didn't read that right. Yes, I can hear you. Amazing. Thank you. Loud enough.
Ohio. You did order the mug.
Oh,
nice.
Nice. Want to get back to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame again sometime. That place is a trip. I love that place. It's the best part of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be a place called my favorite wings that I ever ate in my entire life. There was a place called Scorchers. It is no longer there, but there was a place called Scorchers, and they had this amazing dry rub, like cayenne dry rub wings, and I loved it. It was just a very cool place.
It was like a dirty sports bar with like I've never been to because it closed, but like every Broadway tour that goes through, everyone like pigs out there every night after the show. It was fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's Cleveland. Oh, you're in Canton. Very cool.
Nice.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I went to school in Cincinnati. I love Ohio. Visited family all weekend, which is why I was not active on Instagram. You know what? I wasn't either, so.
I need to be better. We need to take some photos to put up.
We're going to take some photos and we're going to put them up.
Do not apologize.
Got my dad a mug that said, even though I'm not from your sack, I know you've got my back.
Oh my God. Get out of here, Megan.
I absolutely love that. That is brilliant.
Cute.
A lot of LOLs. Stepdad loves it. You guys are the best. I love that you're just talking to everybody. Hey, Michelle Marsden. Doing great. Hello, everybody. Update on Missy, your dog, who belongs to someone close. Oh, you're close to me. Her eyes are much better. She's back to her normal self. Very feisty.
Oh.
Wow. Nice. Good. Always happy to hear that the pups are healthy. It's
not going on tour.
Cold Show is not going on tour. No, it's just going to be right here in Georgia for a couple of weeks. Second coffee. Nice, Fitchette.
Yeah, I gotta get going on my
Wait, who is this cat? I know this is your cat, I assume, but what is this cat's name? What's the story? I don't know. It's Fitchette, so I feel like
I know. We need to know.
Got some kind of cool story attached. Giangelo's, yes. Tango Orange for me, drinking a Tango Orange. Nice. Sat in the garden watching you lovely people. Oh, did my second vax last week.
Yes, nice.
Hotspots are going nuts vaccinating right now.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, are they? Thank God.
Good.
Yeah, because I read a whole thing today about the Delta variant possibly sweeping the nation, which is just get vaccinated. Got my vaccination. I'm very cautious. I don't go out a lot. Wear a mask if I'm in a store. Good on you. Have my first COVID jab next Tuesday. All right. Very cool. I'm not gonna lie. The second one.
Second one.
I'm sure you may have heard that will put you on your ass, and it very likely will.
It did. I've only met a couple people that were like, "No, I was fine." Like we were ill.
Oh yeah, but I will say we were totally fine. We got it, and then a couple hours later, you were like, my neck's kind of tight. Like I
started to get a little I got really nauseous.
And you were like, you kept saying, you think it's the thing? And I was like, I feel totally fine.
I think you're like imagining it. And then
hypochondriac. And then an hour later, I was like, ah.
Oh my God. And this one, when he gets sick or any kind of flu like that, so I'm sure it was mirroring the symptoms, he gets the craziest fevers and sweats like so profusely.
Sweat through a mattress.
It was
pretty gnarly.
It was gnarly. We had to change the sheets twice throughout the night. It was bad.
The good thing is though, when I get sick, when I get sick like that, I get sick and then it's like, for me, I had a really rough 4 or 5 hours.
Yes.
And then you were 80% or 70% as fucked up as I was.
Right.
But it lasted for 12 hours.
Yes.
So mine came on and was like, and just dove head first into the shallow end.
Do you remember that we ordered sushi for dinner too? Like, why did we do that? Don't order sushi when you get your second shot.
Yeah, no.
I think that contributed to my nausea. I'm so cold right now.
Are you okay? You feeling nauseous?
No, I'm not feeling
Jesus, it's happening again. Oh, okay, all right, here we go.
All right.
We're a huge Delta hotspot. Oh, Jesus. My second one didn't really do much. See, it just had headaches
Well, lucky you.
How dare you? I had the J&J. My cat is a he. His name is Lucas, George Lucas, and he is 5 and has almost 13 pounds. Wow. It's a big old cat.
Cute.
That cat is larger than Missy.
I mean, double almost.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Pfizer, and I was just tired and sore arm. My brother had Moderna, and he had chills and fever for a night, but that's it. I was so worried I was going to feel brutal. Yeah, the first one I felt totally
First
fine.
one I didn't even notice, yeah. Well, I was really sore, but...
You were. I couldn't tell because whenever...
You're always sore.
My whole body is always sore. Yes, glad we're both okay. That's very sweet. Glad y'all are okay.
Yes.
My family's been vaccinated, felt wiped out, sore arms, but now all are well.
Nice.
Bye, Megan.
Bye,
See you later. Everybody say bye, Megan. I love you.
Daddy, I love you.
I love you. Okay, so what was our... we didn't put out a Thursday episode last week because the Pink video came out.
Yes.
And it is currently the single most popular, at least over the time it's been up, video that has gone up on our channel.
So awesome.
Which is crazy. Thank you so much for all of your support. I can only assume you guys all here watched it because this is kind of the select group that comes to the lives and hangs out. But either way, it was a nice thing to look back on some good memories and also some painful memories and just acknowledge what those were, but be able to watch them as an outsider.
Yeah.
And see her performing and see that same energy and realize and know, okay, the things that I say when I talk about this, they are true. Then they still stand. They still stand the test of time, as it were.
Yeah.
She is a fantastic performer. It was cool to see everybody. And also, I think the best part for me was not to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It was so nice to be watching it and not watching it as a performer, then looking back, like I was just like, cool, I'm happy with where I am. I feel so blessed. And
well, we didn't
nice.
Or you didn't expand on it fully because that's not what the video was about, but you did mention like, and that's why I don't go on tour with her anymore. Yeah. But if you're new or you don't know the story, I mean, like, I love this story. I don't know if you're willing to like kind of recap it and share that you were like so inspired to like go forth in your own career.
Yeah, no, I actually did cover that entirely.
Oh, you did? You did?
Yeah. Pretty clearly. But just in case you didn't catch it, I used to watch these certain numbers that she would do every night, and I would watch how much of her heart she would pour into it, and then we'd go backstage afterwards, and she'd, be throwing parties or gatherings, or sometimes she just had to take care of herself, and sometimes she would just fly home with her family, and sometimes she would throw a barbecue or rent out a movie theater or like all sorts of things. And I remember thinking, like, you can give so much of yourself because of so many factors, but you also have the means to do this for so many other people. And I wanted and want to continue to do that.
Yeah.
And we are in the nascent stages of that. Yeah. But it's a beautiful thing to look at it and to know that we are here with you guys today, and that we can provide you at the very least with entertainment and information and help you find the love you deserve. And it's so exciting, and especially knowing some of the things that are coming up, it was really cathartic and really inspiring to watch that, and invigorating to watch it from where I am now.
Yes.
And to go, all right, I didn't renege on that promise to myself. I didn't just walk it back and say, well, when I was on tour, I was super inspired, but things don't work out sometimes. Like, no,
right.
No, we're putting in the work. And it was really cool to watch her in a whole new way. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was really cool to watch her in a whole new way and totally separate from it now. And yeah, it was really beautiful. So, I love you.
Love you too.
And then...
Did you do a refinery this week? Yes, right? No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, but one is coming out this week.
Oh, because you recorded it.
Because we recorded it this weekend.
Gotcha.
And will be coming out on Friday. And y'all, is a great episode with a great special guest. So excited about that. So
yeah.
I got to get on that.
I have a question. Okay, so did we do a live last Tuesday? Yes. And it got us, I think so, right? Yes, I think.
Maybe.
Whenever we talked last, we were talking about food for like an hour and a half with you guys.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about candy.
Yes, we were talking about candy, and that led to like a million other things, and then we kept talking about it. Yeah, that's what so I was like, so because you kind of inspired us a little bit, a lot of it.
Yeah. So we are starting a follow-up, another YouTube channel.
It'll still be us.
It's this
probably
it's
just called
still
Colt and
us,
Ange.
and it's just gonna be called Colt and Ange, so that part of Love with Colt and Ange is the branch that's dealing with love, and that will still be happening exactly as often as it happens. But we are going to have a channel called Colt and Ange that's literally that way. It's not about tying things in. It's just.
This is what it is. These are things we like.
Because we're also finding that a lot of these reaction videos and things that we want to do, that we don't want to lie to you and say, oh, well, this is a part of love. Everything is technically a part of love. But this is a channel devoted to helping you find the love you deserve. And that's our goal. But to get more people to find out about this, I mean, y'all, the largest explosion of growth that has happened on the channel has happened in the last 6 weeks.
Right.
We are up hundreds of subscribers. We are going to be closing in on 2,000 very soon. And a lot of that has been because we're doing some different things, responding to, the Broadway videos and the things. And we realized we can bring more people to this message of love by way of Colt and Ange. And also, like some of the silly things that we used to do on the channel.
We were like, why are we not reviewing candy bars?
Like, come on.
Or the bathtub video. Yeah, just like all the fun stuff.
All the fun shit that we love to do anyway. The face masks.
Yep, that was good. We should do that again.
That was a really fun one. Face yoga.
If you are looking for all those videos, I know that was ridiculous. On the website, I think it's called Under the Drop Down. Why are you laughing? Oh, you're thinking of me doing face yoga. It was that funny, huh? I guess check it out.
Oh.
I do remember being like, okay, this is what we're doing today. Because I was planning the fun ones. And you were like, what?
Yeah.
No. I was like, no, we're doing it.
Oh. But there's so many challenges. There's so many fun things. Yeah, but your face still looks amazing. So we just wanted to let you guys know that is going to be starting within the next week. So by next Tuesday's live, we may be telling you guys, hey, go check out Colt and Ange. Let's just plan on that. That'll give us a deadline.
Hopefully, yeah.
Nah, we're going to do it.
We're doing it?
Yeah, we're going to do it. Colt and Ange starts next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. What?
It's nothing. I'm just excited. I didn't know if I was going to tell everybody. I like it though.
I don't know. You guys inspired us because we were so excited to like try all those like new treats and things that were coming out.
Seriously. Where are we? I'm like Colt. In October last year, I had COVID and so ill instantly I had to email and phone my tutor Dan, tell him his advice was just stay in bed, don't touch anything for a week. Nice. Thank you. It's a Norwegian Forest 50/50 and a Siamese.
Wow.
Very cool.
Cool.
Jiff and Travel Dreams, who made the best comment of the week last week on an episode. This year changed me more than I ever thought it would. This year, 2021 or 2020? Because we're in 2021, but congratulations, whatever is happening that is changing your life.
Change is good. Growth is good.
We're the Ange and Colt groupies. See? Now it's It's Ange and Colt now. I had that AstraZeneca vaccine.
Maybe it'll be opposite.
And all I had was a dead arm and a headache. Nice. Love the pink video. Thank you guys. I agree, Felicia. Y'all are so sweet. T, yeah. Just scrolling through all these. Hey, Aishwarya. Here, but I have to attend my conference, so I have to go. That's okay.
Hey, Mama. Glad you're
love
here
you
for a
too.
second.
Totally awesome. You guys are so close. Kelly Goff.
Hey, Cal.
Finally managed to jump on. Do a games night launch party. You are absolutely right. We should do a games night launch party from the new studio. Also, we're moving.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So bear with us too. That was the last bit of like insanity this week.
Insanity schedule.
I think we're moving.
No, we're moving.
You have heard about the feud with our apparent neighbors.
We can't go into detail, but it escalated not from us, but towards us. So we're moving.
We don't know where we're moving. Hopefully within the same building so we don't have to go far. But man, so we apologize if things are late. And
if anything is behind it is because we are possibly moving our entire lives. But just that.
Just that.
Nothing crazy.
No.
So I just want to have a beautiful day at your conference. Yeah, we should do that launch party. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited just because, like I said, it allows us to. It's kind of like Colt.and.Ange, our Instagram, as y'all know, is growing.
Yeah.
And it grows exponentially every time I post something, and then people find out about it because they maybe don't know about it. And then they've found me through whatever.
Right.
And it gets to funnel people over there. And suddenly they're finding out about that.
Yeah.
And I want it to be the same way. If we can get people to, watch reaction videos or whatever, and then find out about Part of Love, maybe they'll come over here and start finding the love they deserve. And so, however, we need to get their attention. If it's by reviewing candy bars or the new S'moreos or Mango Pepsi, well, I'll do it for science. Or love or whatever.
You're a nerd.
I'm a nerd?
Yeah.
Well, you're married to one.
I love it.
Who's the real nerd?
Kelly says, spill the tea. I don't know if we can spill it all, but...
yeah,
there's a lot of noise issues.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. So the long and the short of it is that we move stuff around a lot. Whether it's for the studio or for other things, and our neighbors don't like that, so they filed a noise complaint.
But we only move things between 10 a.m. and really like 6 p.m.
Which is totally legal. Unfortunately, they really, really don't like it, so they've gone as far as calling the police, and then we have to listen to they blast music at levels usually reserved for clubs with phonetically challenging names. Like, it's ridiculous. And we have been recording it.
After hours, like
only
2 a.m.
Only between the hours that the noise ordinance says you're not allowed to do that. So unfortunately, that back and forth has been met by management of our building with, what do you want us to do about it? And then it escalated, and that's the part we can't talk about. But we're moving. The neighbors just suck. They're just petulant children. So I think that's the most important part.
Yeah. And to wrap it up, I'm going to give you some words of enlightenment from GT.
From GT's Kombucha. If you'd like to sponsor us, let us know. We're not begging though.
We really should get some sponsors. Like, it would help our kombucha bill.
Well.
Here we go. Step out of the darkness of yesterday and into the light of today.
That's very nice. It smells...
It's delicious.
It smells like a mixture
golden
of
pineapple.
Gold and a pineapple.
So good.
What would you
Go get
call
it.
that?
I got it at Target.
Golden pineapple. Oh my God, that's what I get it.
Oh my gosh.
It's mostly gold.
Do we have any other news? What's going on, guys?
I was on holiday when Pink's video went out. As soon as I first clicked on it, said it was blocked. Oh, it totally was. That was the other thing. So fingers crossed that this will not happen again. But SME, Sony Music Entertainment, did block the video worldwide when it first came out because of copyright infringement. I challenged that on the basis of fair use because I was commenting on the performance and not criticizing necessarily, but breaking down the performance, breaking down my experience with her, and apparently they,
that must happen a lot though,
I'm
like
sure.
with big companies.
Because how many times do you just click on Billboard Music Awards performance and it's just it's not from Sony Music Entertainment. It's not from anybody. It's just from some rando who screenshotted it and played it. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to do that and get views and therefore money off of that.
Yes. No.
But what we were doing was definitely different. So, it is what it is. Now, with regards to our neighbors, we didn't want to move. We wanted to find a happy medium. And this is the last thing I'll say about it. But I want to make sure that this is on here and documented, essentially. We understand that we live in an apartment. And if you don't want to hear noise from upstairs, buy a house. Like, as the manager here said yesterday about them, she said, well, I think they are ready for home ownership. Because
we get it. Like,
how many apartments and hotels have we lived in?
We all have to live together and kind of, again, little give and take here sometimes.
I deal with your music sometimes at the wrong hours, sometimes in the middle of the day. And I don't mean deal with like, I'm not talking about that. I mean like
the walls are
Uptown
shaking.
Funk by Bruno Mars, and I can tell you exactly what lyric he's on, even though I didn't know the lyrics of that song until we moved in here. Like, it's how often they play it.
Yeah.
So, but we endure that, especially during hours in the major part of the day, because you can call and complain about anything, but complaining doesn't, who was it? Ricky Gervais. Just because you're offended doesn't make you right.
Yeah, I like that. Like that.
Just because you're annoyed doesn't mean you can do anything about it.
Right.
And that's a hard thing for us to accept, especially in today's kind of society where we're just like, well, we should never be uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, and I should never have to endure anything that I don't want to.
Right.
But sometimes you do. Sometimes your neighbor's going to play loud fucking music. As Billy, my best friend that I've talked about on here a lot, other than you, he talked about his neighbors in Union City, New Jersey, where he owns, and he and his wife, they own a place up there. And he said, our last neighbors, this guy loved to play Call of Duty all day.
Right.
And like as loud as it could go to fully immerse himself in it. And he said, and the problem was until 11 p.m., I couldn't call anybody.
Yeah.
And he was like, but that is fine because we also bought an apartment and not a house. Like, that's the trade-off.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say we totally understand the situation, but we're moving to make everything easier on us, and also because it's now a safety issue. So let's talk about neighbors. Tell us neighbor stories. Yeah. Let's talk shit. Spill that tea. I have terrible neighbors all around. Fachette, I'm so sorry. Aww. Too bad we all can't see each other online like a virtual party. Yes, I will say this. We did a Zoom party once, and it was awesome, but there's also connection issues from everybody, and then it's
a lot of things that were.
But if you guys all want to exchange information and do a Zoom party while we're doing coffee, like doing the game night, so that you can all experience it at the same time together. But I don't know. Just saying. I was on holiday when Pink's. Okay. I was blown away. I was at a loss for words. I love that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know the feeling. Terrible neighbors. One of mine either moved out or got evicted for all the disturbances they caused.
Oh.
Ooh. I have a crazy neighbor who's obsessed with birds. I have a huge tree and she wants me to cut it down 75 feet or more. She says the birds wake her up. Now everyone has trees. Wait a second. The birds wake her up? Put in earplugs. They're birds.
They're birds.
They're not gonna cut down a tree. What? Like, that's what I'm talking. What the fuck is wrong with people?
They're birds. Then don't live in the country, or I don't know, in the country, but like just
live in a sterile environment where you don't have to hear birds. You know what? At that point, though, that's one of those things where I go, you want to fix nature because nature's upsetting you. There are birds outside our window too, and they wake me up, and I go, oh, that's so cool. If there's fucking birds out there.
I love waking up to the birds.
Yeah. It's very fairy tale.
Peaceful, yeah.
That's such a weird, but that's the level of weird that, like, I feel like complain. People need to get the fuck over themselves, because you're missing out on this overall thing of If you want something like that, there's a trade-off to tie it back to relationships. There are certain things that are, to an extent, trade-offs. You know what one of the trade-offs in relationships is that so many people seem to miss? There's one person. There's just one. Stop thinking that you get to have sex with other people and be married.
Nice tie-in.
I'm just saying, stop complaining, make your decisions, and base your life around those decisions.
Yeah.
If you want to be somewhere and you're like, I want an apartment, I don't want a house, but I don't want to hear birds. Well, then I guess you better move to a fucking high-rise.
Yeah.
Where the trees don't reach. And in a city, maybe, where you're high above the clouds. But guess what that takes? Money. And if you're not willing to put in the time to make that money to live in that particular place, then stop complaining, because just like we talk about with love, it's an action. If this is what you want, if this is what you feel like you need, you have to get yourself there. If you love somebody, you can't just say, oh, I love you so much, which is equivalent to, I just want these birds to go away. I love you so much, but I don't want to do anything about it. I'm just going to complain, and I'm just going to say I love you, and why is our relationship not working out?
Right.
I just don't understand why
you have to create the life that you want, basically. You're in charge.
Off.
You're in charge. I know you're going off today.
Just so annoying.
It was a rough day yesterday.
I just don't like people who feel entitled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe accept your reality and, stop bitching. I'm so sorry. There's nothing more frustrating than getting settled and having to move again. I think you should have a tap dance party.
Yes, Cal.
I agree. You know what the irony is?
I think we're going to blast the music and tap dance.
I'm going to play so much fucking Bruno Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my favorite thing, genuinely, is that the thing that they hate is that we're moving things around. And the day we move out,
I'm going to tap dance and drag that furniture everywhere.
We're going to be moving everything. And it's going to be the loudest possible day.
Oh, yeah.
It's always darkest before the dawn. So before their dawn of it being quiet, it's going to get loud. It's going to be loudest before the dawn. And not for any reason other than to move, it's going to be loud. Not vindictively, but, it's going to be great. LOL, my crazy neighbor is a new homeowner. She's in her late 60s, never had a house. She hates all the little animals, rabbits, chipmunks, etc. She puts out poison.
No.
Well, I hope the animals put some poison out near her. Not to kill her, but that's so fucked up. Why?
Ew. Just go live somewhere else. I actually prefer, I know I'm so weird, but I feel safer in big cities than in the country. I like to go to the country sometimes, but I'm not a country girl. And so I'm used to being in apartments. I love apartments. It doesn't mean they're necessarily cheaper sometimes at all, but I like the feeling of everything being taken care of. I don't have to worry about the lawn or the things or whatever. But I do miss hearing the birds and seeing all the nature.
Of course. Well, I feel like that's kind of the nice part about being where we are at the moment is there's a nice mixture. There's just enough.
It's not like New York City apartments or not you know.
Although at least New York City apartments when they're new, are built with some sort of soundproofing.
Yeah.
I don't know. This place is apparently made out of paper mache. So, Fitchette, I had to stay 4 months of constantly drilling in the wall up and down my apartment. I had to put cotton balls in my ears because neighbors decided both to reconstruct
at the
same time. That's one that you can't control.
No.
But what I love is, what did you do? Put cotton balls in your ears. You.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. Do what you gotta do.
When we're driving, I tend to sing quite a bit, but especially doing my vocal warm-ups in the car when we're driving on long trips I know it's annoying. It's annoying to me. I don't like listening to me do it. But this one...
I just realized something. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. No. Go on. We ended up getting her... I got her some noise canceling, AirPods, but then also we got her literally construction headphones so that I can sing as loudly as I want. And she's like, she's going to hear.
La, la, la. Well, because it's a compromise, not a compromise. It's a give and take. You know, he's got to do his work. We got to drive.
Yeah.
I'm doing my work, and I got the headphones.
Jiff and Travel Dreams. I feel like it's going to be a good one. 90s kids. I want my bed near windows to see the moon and stars. Current generation kids. I want my bed near the mobile charging port. You two are doing very well. Keep smile always. Thank you. Yes, and I've talked about this quite a bit lately.
That is very true, though.
There's an element of, I heard somebody from the boomer generation talking about this recently, and they said, look, millennial kids and the Gen Z kids expect everything immediately. They expect to never have to work for anything. They expect things to be at their fingertips. And the truth is, and I love that this person is from a generation and is a parent who said this, they said, but we created that because we told them, you're perfect. You shouldn't have to work for anything. You shouldn't have to come up against these things. And as we've read from some of our books about, parenting and love, the bulldozer parent.
Yes.
Who clears everything out of the way for their child. But then your child doesn't know how to overcome obstacles. And so now we have...
Well, there was like one extreme to the next.
And then what I feel like is that I don't think that these people downstairs are drastically younger or drastically older than us. I think that they're just in a place where as that becomes more the norm socially and in society, the nothing should ever bother me, I should never have to deal with anything, I feel like it's kind of gotten its tentacles out into society. And I think that the people below us, whether slightly younger or slightly older, feel completely entitled to silence all the time. Now, another great point, nobody was in here before. And when you get used to nobody being around and no sound, then when there's any sound, you're like, what is that? Jeez.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Ugh.
I just have to share this thing that is, well, two things. We have to go soon because I have an appointment at 1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I want to share this thing that's rattling back here. I'm sorry, Maya.
Maya's
celebrating Pride this month with the cutest little toy, and I just wanted to share it. Well, the sloth died.
Oh.
It's
not a real sloth.
There was a sloth on it, but she loved the sloth so much that it
ripped apart, and then
she was carrying around the empty dead sloth, and then
the skins.
We still have the rainbow. I just had to share that.
And she carries it around with her and sleeps on it. So happy Pride, everybody!
I know we didn't even get to do a Pride video.
Always says they wake her up at 3 a.m. and my other neighbor has seen her outside chasing birds away.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds fun. You should film it.
I'm going to chase her away.
I hope the birds chase back. My neighbors are great. They're also super friendly. Nice. See, I want to hear good stuff like that.
Yeah.
We have some super friendly neighbors. They just happen to not live below us.
Right.
And one of them is in a home and in a hospital, but we all get on. Good. She actually called the wilderness center on our 88-year-old neighbor because a bird nest was above the 88-year-old's garage.
What? Insane.
I was going to fill it in.
Oh, go for it.
Fucking insane. Batshit insane. Poop insane. Insane.
Any of
she
those?
She laughs at the poop stuff. She loves the poop stuff. That is messed up. Everyone should love animals. Yes.
Agree.
Our neighbors keep throwing stuff into our garden.
What?
Like seeds.
What is wrong with people?
I have to walk around sometimes when I take Maya out and I take an extra poop bag because she poops so much. I take an extra poop bag because you just pick up trash.
Right.
People will just sometimes you'll walk out and there'll just be like a Pepsi bottle sitting on your car. You're like, what? So not only did you not throw this away in that trash can that's right there, there's a trash compactor 20 feet away.
Right.
But you actively went, I'm going to set this here on not my property. People, come on. We could do better than this. We all deserve better than this.
Yes.
Exactly, T. Lost my dog 2 years ago and I'm afraid to get another. Oh, Ing, I'm so sorry. As she may throw poison over the fence. Jeez. Indeed, I have to adapt, but I did get revenge when I changed my doors. Yes, Fichette. You're it took 6 months of drilling, but I eventually changed those fucking doors. My old place, you could feel the neighbor's washer spin cycle slightly shake the walls. Totally fine until one night, I kid you not, it was paired with the couple having sex on it at the same time. They were just trying to keep it still, so I think that's fine.
Sex on the washer.
I've
never heard of that. No. Oh, because of the vibration. But couldn't you?
I don't know. There are toys that are much less.
Right. Maybe it's probably
dangerous.
Just a novelty. Also, more effective, Yeah. The washing machine.
I feel like that would just jiggle your butt around.
I'm trying to think of how the anatomy is all working.
I got you.
You tell me later.
No. Ugh. People, don't poison anything.
Oh my gosh.
Just have a drink every once in a while.
Oh yeah. Relax.
Half hilarious, half disturbing. Well, on that note of neighbors having sex, everybody please throw a like in here and throw, you're all subscribed. You guys are the fucking
this is
best.
The family.
But,
we love you guys. Thanks for putting up with our crazy schedule.
Yes.
We're just going to let you know, if you joined later, in the live today, our schedule's fucking crazy.
Yes,
we're doing the best we can, but it means the world that you're here every Tuesday. And
as soon as the game night is set up to announce the new YouTube channel of Colton Ranch, we will tell you about it. It's going to be awesome. We're going to take pictures. We're going to do all sorts of things. Get ready. Colt.and.ange. Nice. It's popping off, y'all.
I love it. We're
going to be so social media soon. All right. How do I?
Someday.
I think. Let's do some sounds. Ha! I don't know what that one. Let's end on this one.